here we go. Now in the cage, 3 rounds of mixed martial arts in the lightweight division. This bout is sponsored in part by Pad Social Club. Introducing our referee in charge of this bout, Ryan the Jester Swing. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the right corner, she is wearing black trunks. She is training out of Dynamics MMA in Santa Monica by way of Los Angeles. She weighed 150 pounds. Her record, 1 win with no losses. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Audrey Winters. Her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. She is wearing black trunks. She is training out of Camarilla Jiu-Jitsu Academy, Corona, California. She also weighed in 150 pounds. Her record, 1 win with 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Marisa Downs. All right, fans, here we go. 3 2-minute rounds of mixed martial arts in the lightweight division.
The ladies getting ready to throw down here in the lightweight division. Audrey Winters and Marisa Downs. This one has the makings to be an exciting fight, Kevin Widows. You and I have both spent a little time at Dynamics MMA.
Absolutely, look for a kick-heavy offensive game here from Winters. With that Anthony Hardong tutelage, those low kicks, maybe a big part of her game, probably behind the left straight. Switch kick high.
Winters missing with the big right hand. Both fighters wearing the shin guards here because they're under 3 fights experience as amateurs. Camo rules.
Downs forcing that clinch situation up against the cage here. Beneficing the thigh of Winters. I don't think that's going to do too much damage.
Winters doing a good job of working the underhooks here.
She's got a body lock in there on Downs now. Downs lost that pummel opportunity and gets dumped for her troubles.
Beautiful job controlling her weight. Audrey Winters just slamming Marisa Downs to the mat here. Looking to step over Kevin Widows.
Going to see perhaps some of that Vladimir Matyushenko ground game come to play.
Winters posturing up here, looking to push her opponent back down to the mat. Marisa doing a good job of getting in the cage here. Let's see if she can wall walk back up to her feet. Winters stepping over, using that leg here. Good job by Marisa Downs to get back to her feet, but she eats a couple knees to the midsection.
Yeah, Downs worked hard for that. She does not want to be underneath the pressure of Audrey Winters. Surprised to see Winters fighting this hard for the takedown. Coming out of Dynamics, such a strike-heavy gym, but evidently she's very comfortable on the ground. Nice action in 2 minutes here. First round's going to go to Winters, I got to imagine, on the judges' scorecard. But Downs didn't look terribly uncomfortable in anywhere, really. I mean, you know, on the feet she looked calm, and on the ground she did a nice job of getting back up. So we'll see what her game plan is in round 2.
A lot of experience between both coaches in the corners there. Aaron Miller, Bobby Sanchez in one corner, and Anthony Hardong and Vladimir Matyushenko in the other corner. It's got to be 100 years of experience in there.
Yep, and at the highest levels. Once again, thanks everybody at Fight Hub TV's YouTube channel for tuning into our live stream here. Myself and Jonathan King, we're on fight number 3 of 15 tonight at SparStar 46. Getting ready to enter round 2 of this middleweight bout between Audrey Winters and Marisa Downs.
Getting set for round 2 action here. Referee Ryan the Jester Spink in control so far. It's been all Audrey Winters controlling the cage, controlling the position, and controlling her opponent for much of the first round, Kevin Widows.
Downs has to be careful. She almost ate a big right hand there. She was looking for a calf kick and telegraphed it, dropped her hands. See how her left hand is, she keeps dropping her left hand every time she flinches.
Winters keeping her hands nice and high, protecting that chin. Very fundamental approach to this fight by Audrey Winters, Kevin.
Some nice knees to the body here, trying to soften up Downs as Winters.
Looking for a takedown for a second there. Downs doing a good job of framing the face, pushing away. Winters, who's just relentless in on the body.
Yeah, you can really see the strength in Winters here. She's got that body lock, just has Downs pinned. I'd like to see her change level, though. I mean, if she can change level, she's got her hands in the right position. How about that whizzer from Downs, keeping balance? And now Downs in, trying to pull the legs out from underneath Winters, see if she can get it.
Winters doing a good job of switching her hips to get out of trouble there.
Winters just so strong. And Downs showing great perseverance here on the feet, because she's almost dragged to the mat here 2 or 3 times.
And these are all upper body takedowns, Kevin. There's a lot of strength here.
That's what I'm saying. If there goes, Winters was...
Now she's in on a single.
Yeah, but she had the double, I think, if she wanted it. If she could lock her hands underneath the bottom of Winters and just, I'm sorry, of Downs, and just pull the legs out.
Audrey Winters just bullying her opponent here, pressing her up against the cage, won't let her out of her face.
Oh, running right hand from Downs lands and a kick to the body. Perhaps some frustration being vented there from Downs. Lands a couple nice strikes at the bell.
Well, it appears obvious, Kevin, after 2 rounds that Downs wants to create that space to let her hands go, but she's going to really have to work to do it, because Audrey Winters is just in her kitchen throughout this fight. Two rounds in the books. Kevin, how do you have the fight scored so far?
I got to imagine it's 2 rounds to none in favor of Audrey Winters. She hasn't done a ton of damage to Downs, but controlling the fight against the cage like that, judges are always going to score in favor of the person with the pressure.
Final round.
Top of round 3 here, Winters versus Downs. Downs really needs to do something drastic here in order to win this fight. She most likely needs a finish. I expect to see her coming out guns blazing, similar to the way she ended round 2.
Downs quick to take the center of the cage, but she eats a right hand from Winters.
In my opinion, that's the #1 thing she's got to look out for as she enters, is that right hand of Winters. And now Downs starting to get off. Looking for that takedown. She might have this one. She's got to pull the legs out from under Winters.
She's in real deep on that double, but she doesn't have her hands connected, Kevin.
No, she waited too long. She allowed Winters to dig an underhook here, and now it's going to be very difficult to get her. Now her hands are locked. She's got to pull the legs out from under Winters.
Winters doing a good job digging that underhook, pummeling in, and reversing position.
And here's that familiar position again. Downs finding herself in with the strength and pressure of Winters pinning her up against the cage. Downs has to find a way to circle off and let her hands go, or she's going to lose the decision.
If you're a striker, Kevin Widows, you don't want to grind with a grinder, and perhaps a mistake from Marisa Downs shooting in on that takedown. She seemed to be doing pretty well with her hands when she had space, but
yeah, you can just see the power in Winters. I mean, she's just relentless with that pressure. Downs unable to find an angle to circle off. And anytime your back is flat against the cage, the judges pretty much see it as your back being flat on the mat. You're losing the fight.
Audrey Winters, an absolute powerhouse of an athlete here, Kevin, just controlling Marisa Downs.
Well, you can see how much power she has in her legs and see how she's on her toes, just driving all of her weight into Downs, not allowing her to move. Not doing much damage, as I said earlier, but controlling the fight, and that's all you need in these 2-minute rounds. That's going to do it. I got to imagine it's going to be a unanimous decision for Audrey Winters.
Marisa Downs certainly had her moments in that final frame, Kevin, but do you think it was enough to sway any of the judges' scorecards?
No, you know, I don't think so, but Downs is super tough. I mean, you know, hats off to her for being very game, doing everything she could, just unable to get her back off that cage.
I thought we were going to see some of that Dutch kickboxing on display, Kevin, but instead we got to see some of that good old-fashioned Vladimir Matyshenko wrestling.
That's right. Anybody who's ever been in Dynamics knows they have that tiny cage in there about the size of a phone booth. And you get in there with Vladdy and you'll get a world-class lesson on pressure.
All right, the decision is in. Let's send it up to Jim Fitzgerald.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our scorecards. We have a split decision. Judge at ringside, Jackie Denkin scores the bout 29-28 in favor of Downs. Judge at ringside, Chris Crail scores the bout 29-28 in favor of Winters. And judge at ringside, Dr. Nelson Hamilton scores the bout 30-27 in favor of our winner by split decision. She is still undefeated.
Audrey Winters picks up a big win here, remains undefeated as a young amateur.
Jackie Denkin had it going the way of Downs, but other 2 judges saw it otherwise.
Big victory for Audrey Winters in front of a huge contingent of fans here. Dynamics MMA showing up strong here tonight at SparStar 46.